Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. The Momentora fraud. The Momentora fraud, called Edo State Ultra-Modern Hospital by Dr. Sota Omogi, MD. Hello, everyone. A very warm big thank you to you. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into the news. Sometime in 2008, Obaseki met OSHIOMHOLE on a Lagos Benin flight. At the time, OSHIOMHOLE was fighting his appeal at the election tribunal, knowing that the Oba trial OSHIOMHOLE had no experience in governance. Obaseki offered to show him the role free of charge. Obaseki set up the EDO Advisory Group policy team to write up a policy platform. Obaseki called me in the US to write the healthcare platform for Edo State. When OSHIOMHOLE won his appeal, all of us policy platform team came to Benin to meet with him. I discussed with Obaseki privately prior to the meeting and emphasized the importance of accountability, honesty, transparency, and in the new administration. Obaseki recalled with honor at such foreign concept that was the end of any private interaction I had with him. My plan called for the rehabilitation and renovation of the existing central hospital at the meeting. I found Obaseki and OSHIOMHOLE hell-bent on building a new central hospital. This was in 2008, of course, because they provided a greater avenue for them to loot the money. OSHIOMHOLE has set his mind on constructing a brand new central hospital, which will be a bigger and easier project to embezzle money for him. When I left then and went back to the US, I told everyone that both and the government were fraudulent, and I really hope for the sake of Edo State citizens that I would be proven wrong. Unfortunately, time will prove that the whole project is of the new ultra-modern 5-star Edo Specialist Hospital was nothing but a fraudulent and criminal enterprise. Several months after takeoff of the project, 5-star hospital, its west wing under construction collapsed, tipping and injuring 6 of the workers and killing the 65-year-old site manager, an Italian man. Heavy lift equipment was rushed to the site and search and rescue and the rescue took several hours. By the time they got to the site engineer, he was already dead. Engineer at the site said that the contract and the concrete mix was so weak that we could break it with our finger. The iron rod used for the 4-story building was not fit to be used for a chicken coop. In fact, they said the question was not if the building was going to collapse, but when the central hospital itself, called the Specialist Project, was a fraudulent enterprise from the day of conception. It was a monumental fraud that will live in the memory of every one of us. The billions of naira were borrowed and shared, leaving a little left for the contractors to implement the work. At the end of the day, the only result was to mortgage the future of our Edo children for a 0-star that meant nothing to the demolished area. OSHIOMHOLE never intended to provide the hospital service needed for the citizen of Edo State. OSHIOMHOLE is a man seeking relevance at every turn of the solar reasons to protect himself from invasion and imprisonment, for the gruesome theft and perpetration on Edo Treasury. A man who deprived his entire state of healthcare and who uses Edo State fund to build a university in his village and transform the university to his private company. A man willing to grave on his on his rugged bone knee, begging for forgiveness from one palace to another to impose a new godson, Eze Iyamu, on the Edo election. It should be remembered that Proverb 28:1, the wicked flew when no man pursue. A man willing to grave his entire state to get what he wants. A wicked one at that, but religious, bounds to the lion. A total sum of 1.67 billion was spent for the hospital in 2014. Edo State budgeted 3.5 billion in 2015 and 51.1 billion in 2016. In all, he said a total of 10.27 billion was appreciated to appreciated, and it's supposed to be an accident and emergency ward for the hospital for 3 years. The Obaseki government also provided a sum of 500 million for the hospital in 2017. The Edo State budget Vanguard Niger, yet the newly constructed hospital does not and cannot function, while the old hospital is in despair condition, and the design and construction of the hospital needs great innovation right now to be able to be effective. This is the one still working. Benin Central Hospital has only one general surgeon, no X-ray service, no eye clinic, because the structural hospital units were demolished to give way for the construction of the new hospital that is not working, only a mirage. Thus, the greed of OSHIOMHOLE have deprived thousands of Edo citizens eye needed services, as well as things that are good for their sight. Ultra-modern 5-star hospital, a gift that kept on giving OSHIOMHOLE and thousands of his cabinet money, and leave the people of Edo State, the citizens, sick, dead, and lacking of true medical care. Edo State government have completely and in secret ruined the fund spent on that's supposed to be meant for the hospital on their own self. There is no object called audits. Public panel review paid by taxpayers never saw the light of the day. The two are a crooked and dog-headed, blood-sucking people who have come to constantly deprive the Edo State people of the much needed healthcare services that will better not just Edo State, but the entire region. Well, guys, leave us a comment. This is regarding Edo State and the ultra-modern hospital. God bless you. Bye for now.